All right, everybody, welcome back. We are still here in this memory.
Mm.
Oh, man. Astral energy charging almost complete. Output stable, standing by. All right. Let's find out what was going on. Oh, hello. Can't even open up a map. The maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony's in progress. If you want to see your home again, you'll have to do a good job here, number 1273. Okay. To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony after all. But seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest. Okay. Sovereign and maiden. What? I mean, I would assume that this has something to do with Shion as well, perhaps, but this is this the test? Gosh, is this the test subject, man? Wow, it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe. Inside, it's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope. No, ma'am. No touching the test subject, right? Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Okay. That way's blocked. Oh, goodness. Oh, hello. Daddy hasn't come home lately, so I decided to come visit him. They won't let me go any further. It's not fair. I hope he finishes his work soon so I can see him. You know what? Thank you for not talking down to me at all, small child. What in the world? Looking at the statistics, a subject's biological sex appears to have almost no bearing on the rate or success of failure. Okay. I don't know who got it in their head to start calling you sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. Oh my god. Punch this guy. Punch this guy's right in the face. Okay. A dead and test subject as our sovereign, huh? I expect you to carry out your function without falling apart like the others. Understand? What is... What is this? The harvester we deployed on Dana's is functioning as intended. It's gathering astral energy and transmitting it to Lennigus. I spent a lot of days keeping a close eye on things, but soon that work will finally be over and I can get back to my little girl. She's outside the door, by the way. Another one bites the dust. Remember, number 1273, you're our only test success story. Do not let all our hard work and research go to waste at any cost. Yes, I'm doing this all for you. Oh, it's you, number 1273. Or should I say, Sovereign? You don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at this stage.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet?
Less
They're
than
the
that.
ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
Hello? It's time, Alphen. It's finally happening, huh? Yes. We need to change into our outfits, then meet in front of the transference device. Once this is all over, you'll finally be able to return home. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm so sorry you got dragged into all of this. It's not your fault. Let's just do what we have to get this thing over with. Right.
I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
What? Whoa. Oh, God.
Alphen. Live for me.
Wait, what?
Leori. No!
What in the world?
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that?
I think it was a long time.
That's right. Shion.
Oh, yeah, everything hurts.
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
Okay. Okay. I am so anxious right now. Nope. Oh no.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
Also, go find some gels and hopefully that'll help you. Okay, so we got the Master Core of Wind. Yay! All right then. All by my lonesome. With a full face. And I don't know how fractured his memory is, or if he actually does remember and we're just getting the fractured version.
Leori. Shion.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Oh boy, all by myself.
You're mine! You're mine! This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
Ooh, I have a new attack.
Try harder! My turn! Dragon Swarm! You're finished! You're mine! Crush! Dragon Swarm! It's over! Here I come! Take this! It's over! Eternal devastation!
Oh.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Pierce! It's over!
Law, could you maybe,
Take this!
show up so that I can...
Swarm! Crush! Pierce! You're mine! It's over! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! Eternal devastation! Not a chance! Take this!
Hey!
Here I come! Pierce! Dragon Swarm! Eternal devastation! You're mine! Eternal devastation! Crush! Pierce!
Crush and pierce. Yes, crush and pierce. Oh!
Here I come! Crush!
Can I
Eternal devastation!
I don't seem to be able to do a mystic art
Eternal devastation! Crush!
unless I'm just doing it wrong, you know?
Swarm! Take this! Strike! Strike! Crush! It's over! Try harder! Here I come!
Okay. Gosh, that took a while by myself.
Alphen?
Oh god, Rinwell. Dohalim! Yay!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistlein. Kisara and La are already there.
Oh good.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros.
Oh,
Olran's
goody.
realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If you want to call it that, sure.
If Olran's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you gonna pass out?
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Also, I'm very glad that Dohalim has some healing arts too, so you can be in my party, Dohalim. Retired Avenger. Nice. All right. Well, since we're here, let me see. Reduced art casting time during combos. And let's increase your down damage and give you a holy lance. Solitary captivity, that's nice. But And now us. Rending flash, AG restored from criticals. Increased critical damage. Like that.
You sense
Oh.
one of your pals, Hoodle?
Neat. Is it back the way we came? Oh, let's get some lemons while we're out here. Let me just double back, check. Oh, God, I can't even run. I didn't hear any owl noises, but you know, it might have just been being quiet and stealthy. Okay. The fact that I can't actually run is telling, honestly. We're just gonna swim around out here, if you guys don't mind. Needed to get my fish. You know, you understand how it is. Weird crustaceans.
Coming through.
Eat dirt!
Begin.
Can't be swirled! Swirl is right!
Eternal devastation!
Is it high? Just bash it out again!
It's over!
Lightning
Eternal
orb!
devastation!
Purge malevolence!
Take
Rough
Oh,
rod
well, that's not the button I wanted.
confiscated!
I'm used to Rinwell being on the other side.
In an instant! Impact block! My turn! No escape!
in the wind!
You're mine!
Everlasting darkness.
You picked the wrong fight!
Negative gate. On your
Here I come! Don't leave! In an instant! Impact block!
Okay.
Looks like we won.
Ooh. We got some tomatoes. Oh, there you are. Can I get around this? Oh, Jesus.
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danons, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh?
Yeah, but why?
The whole town was built by Danon defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions.
Yeah, he's not okay right now.
Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Yeah, he can't touch Shion.
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Hello? How do I get... Oh, there we go. Gonna say, what the heck? Hi.
Looks like we've spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
Oh boy. Oh,
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
apparently. I also sense a cow.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yay.
And now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
Yes, yes, please. Good explanations are wonderful.
I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
But yeah, what did you remember?
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came.
Huh?
As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori.
Who is Naori?
She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's a
Naori's
coincidence.
family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Descendant.
All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegus. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean
Okay.
you staged a rebellion?
No, not quite, I don't think.
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegus was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegus? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
Something is... We are still missing some piece of this.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tale of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegus, nearly destroying it.
I knew it.
The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
Pretty dang old.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind.
Well, I mean, the helmet.
Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
You might need to lay down for a while, honey.
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Thank you, Kisara.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
That's fair.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Or yes, Captain.
Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
I know, Rinwell can tell you, we just went through this with her. It is gonna be okay.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
And we'll just all leave you alone with your thoughts, Alphen. Goodbye.
Do I even have the right to fight?
Yes.
Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do
Yes.
the others think?
They think you're Alphen, and they think they love you because you are their friend. That is what I'm gonna go with, and that is the truth. Oh boy, got a fast travel point. Okay. Look at all your cows. That's a good job. Hey, Dohalim. How you doing?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
All the
Trust
time.
me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers, But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago.
Or more.
What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Well, that isn't
Speaking
that
of
the
which,
the norm.
There's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Which is
Who the
actually
hell am I?
like a
If I may
good
be
question,
frank,
really.
We have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
I would like to know that as well. Where was he from the time that the helmet was put on until now? Or, I'm sorry, a year ago. Oh, am I not? Okay, there's like, am I allowed to touch things? I'll get that later.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can.
Yeah, I
Be
mean,
it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
do what you can
What are you saying?
in the moment.
That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you.
I love you, Kisara. You're so amazing.
But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
You are a great lady.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't
No.
realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like.
It's hard to grasp
It's
all
strange.
that.
When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone.
Generally, yes.
Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's
Have you
very
learned
likely.
to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already?
Point
Poor
taken.
Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Yeah. Let's go talk to Law first, though. Where the heck is he? God, he's way over there. Law, what are you doing all the way over there? Hey, dude.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
Yes.
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
That's true.
Yes.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere too?
I don't know if that's how that works,
Fine,
but
I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I
It
can't
could.
guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
yeah,
No,
Law.
I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
Oh my god.
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
Yeah.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Now hug.
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen,
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
he could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
I'm so just like, there needs to be so much more like physical affection between everybody in this party. Just
Back
everyone
the
needs to
inn, I
hug.
guess.
Hug all the time. Hug every morning when you all wake up. Just hug each other. It would make me very happy.
Alphen! There you are!
What?
What is it?
Zoogles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
All right.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
No, we're fine. Let's go.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Yeah, buddy. All right. Who is in my party? So we've got Bumbling Fighter Extraordinaire. Okay. Inferno Punch. Yeah. Kisara, what do you have? Increased counterattack, Tempest Wyvern, mid-air evasion, KO prevention. That's a good thing to have. Okay. You're good
Look
to
sharp,
go.
people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Well, okay.
We need to hurry.
Where are we? Oh, is it here? Or is this where they're hiding? Now. Coming! Ooh. Angry boys.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come. We can't let even a
Okay, Law's not in my party. Why isn't... Oh, yes, he is. But I want... Ah! Okay, you need to switch places, and you need to switch places, and... Joe Halim needs to be here. so that I can keep somewhat of a
There's a firm no Zoogle policy. Fine by me.
firm no Zoogle policy. Ow.
Another incantation with the enemy.
Nope.
Stand back. I'll trip it up. You should have messed with me.
Whoa, come back here.
Eat dirt. Magic is there. You're mine. I'll smash you. It's over. I'll crush you.
Yeah, Law.
Tenebrous claw.
And Law gets all the over limits all the time. Great.
Radiant, here I come. Force of regeneration. Dragon no odds of being interrupted. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Not a chance. Blow away. In a bind. Dragon swarm.
Raging Storm!
Now I'm in the groove. Mega Sonic Cabal. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
See, everything's fine. Get back into the battle groove. It'll be okay, Alphen. Oh, God.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Ooh, he's getting it back.
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then.
Mm-hmm.
Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something.
Yay!
And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Yes, Xion does come first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion.
Legion.
According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Fair enough. I want to know how that guy Mr., you know, crazy eye swordy man, knows about the Sovereign
We don't know what
and
lies ahead.
wanted
We should prepare
Shion
well before we venture forth.
and has no
Yeah,
pain feeling.
Can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Those are the
By the
important
way,
questions.
How is Mahavar doing? Wait. Don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
No.
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
Not Mahavar.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
I told him he wasn't allowed to die.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you
Oh,
think he
that's
might still
actually
be
true.
alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened.
Yeah, like
Whether
Alphen
he's
living
alive
more
or
than 300
otherwise,
years.
We've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine. Let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right?
Yes.
But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
they almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
Hey,
When you live life in constant
You
fear of being
can't-
pursued,
yeah.
it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
good plan.
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend.
Good call.
Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Oh, finally.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone.
No, and that's perfectly fine.
It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong.
Hoodle's face.
You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Okay, are they all done? They want us to head out, but we're gonna stop there. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.